Joe, you've got one of the most interesting backgrounds for someone I've met. Just looking at your LinkedIn profile for, wow, that's different because I've met you and I didn't have a clue about your ancient mythology, and you're still really heavily involved in that according to your LinkedIn profile as well. So, completely different from, I say it's completely different from auctions and property. Um, how can people work with you best? How would they get the most from you on the upcoming 1 day summit? Obviously, listening to you intensely, but what other key things are there important for them to pick up from you or from auctions in general?
I think my primary piece of advice is always exit strategy. It's very easy to make a mistake at auction, but it's very easy to make a mistake that compounds itself with further mistakes along the line. It's not a terrible thing to make a mistake on a purchase, um, but what is different is how you manage that mistakes and those errors to still get a good deal, still get yourself a bargain, and still turn a profit. So I'll be giving people some rough ideas on how I feel you best approach an auction purchase, and just some ideas on exit strategies and how to make the best of any property in any real situation.
So, thank you, Jay. Richard, so in terms of finance, you know, I take it it's going to be more geared towards the investor level rather than the person who's an individual thinking of buying their first home. So, I, would I be right in saying your presentation on the day is going to be more geared towards the investor who wants to take it to the next level, whether they want to add auctions as a strategy on its own or completely together with other strategies? Who are your major clients, Richard?
Yeah, typically more experienced investors who've gone through the standard buy-to-let routine and just like you say, want to expand their knowledge base, their skill set, look at auctions. And I agree with Jay that the exit strategy is critical. Too many people commit to bridging finance, for example, and then find that they haven't committed or got confirmation of how to get out of it with a mortgage or whatever, and it can cause them serious problems. So these are the issues, again, we'll be about on Sunday.
Mm. Richard, people may be listening to this and may be thinking, look, there's some great deals on auctions, but there's also some deals which are maybe not so great, and that's maybe where Piotr comes in, solving those problems as well. Um, what is the key problem that you solve, which people will get the answer to potentially on Sunday, or will move towards close to the answer? Is it simply about attaining finance, or is it there a bit more looking at the exit strategy, as you say?
The two bits, it's number one, it's ensuring that you can get the finance once the hammer goes down. Again, too many people phone me up and say in the panic, I've got this bid approved, I need to get the finance. Well, that's really sort of going up to totally the wrong way. So if they can't get the finance, they're committed, it could cause them serious problems. And then I was saying before, getting the exit as well. So it's a twofold exercise.
Richard, I've seen your name about quite a bit for property meets outside of
Yeah.
London. Is that right? You're regularly on panels at a number of property meets.
Correct, yeah, particularly up north, but I'm regularly in Manchester on the PIN meeting. I've been there since 2008 when it started, Manchester Property Networking meeting. I'm a co-host of the HMO meeting in Manchester as well, which is part of the Facebook group that has over 12,000 members.
Wait, slow down, Richard. So, HMO group, yeah. So you're co-host of the HMO group.
Yeah, in the Manchester meeting. The main meeting is in London, run by Ash Saberi, and he's the founder of the HMO Facebook group.
Okay, so you're the co-host. You're the one responsible for the Manchester area. Also, you're involved in PIN Manchester as
And
the
the Manchester
mortgage
meeting.
as a mortgage advisor for that particular
Correct.
meeting. Is that right?
Yeah. Correct. Because my niche, which I get asked to these meetings, more so is that I'm also a landlord. I'm also involved in development and so on. So I do the talk and I do the walk. So people, when they call me, they get both aspects. It's not just get a cheap deal, but it's giving them guidance and advice on various aspects of acquiring property, whether it's auction or any other items.
Sure.